Hey everybody, today starts National Barbecue Week, and what better piece of meat to do for that than a whole brisket. What I'm going to do today is I've had this on the smoker and we've got it to the point that our flat is done, ready to be rested, and we're going to turn this point into some beautiful burn ends, and I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to separate these two. And it's just that simple. Once it's done, that piece of meat will come right apart. We're just going to trim a little bit of this fat off of here. We're going to get a little bit of the fat off the backside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cube this up, and I'm going to put it back in the smoker, and we're going to make some awesome burn ends. This will be the thing that your guests will want, and there never seems to be enough of. So all I'm going to do is cube this up. Some nice healthy chunks. And I know it might be hard, but you can just see that juice running out of here. We've got a little bit of fat left in here, and that's why we're going to put them back on so we can get that fat cooked out and make these into beautiful, we like to call them meat marshmallows. So put that into a pan. With just a little bit more barbecue sauce. I'm using the Real Sweet and Smoky today. About a quarter stick of butter. And cover these tight. I like to use these lids because they seal up really nice. You'll put this on there. Seal it up tight, put that back in the smoker for about an hour at 300 degrees, and you're going to have these beautiful meat marshmallows that will just melt in your mouth, and everyone's going to love them. Okay, so now we're ready to slice our flat, and as you can see, it's dark in color. You can't really tell which way the grain goes. So something I always do is I make a notch down on this side, and that's going to tell me the slices need to run this way across. You never want to cut your brisket with the grain. You always want to cut it across the grain. So there's my notch telling me which way I need to go. I'm going to cut this right in the middle. Always like to start there. And that's going to give you that nice juicy slice that you're looking for. Then just come back in here about pencil thick. And that's what you're looking for. A brisket that lays over your fingers but doesn't fall apart. A gentle tug and it'll come apart. And that's going to give you a nice juicy slice. Oh yeah, that's what you're looking for. One thing I would say, if you have guests coming, do not slice this ahead of time. Slice it right as your guests are there. Excuse me, it was so good I had to finish. You have about 20 minutes from the time you slice this until it's going to start to dry out. So remember that when you're getting ready to serve your guests. This needs to rest before you slice it. So when this came off the smoker, you want it to sit in a cooler or somewhere where it can, not just on the counter, but somewhere where it can slowly cool. That's going to allow those juices to stop pushing out and start to come back. If you have any questions, don't forget, we're here to help you barbecue.